Hey kids, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fairly simple meatloaf, right? Just a few ingredients, 8-10 ingredients I think, and probably half of them you have around your house already. So I'm just going to walk you through that. But first, I have a dad joke for you. So what do you call a pair of dress shoes made of hamburger? Meat loafers. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to add a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and then we're going to add a half a cup of onions. Okay, and then we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, we're just going to simmer that for just a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, so now we're just going to walk through the ingredients, and I'm going to have this in the description of the video too, so you can refer to that as well if you need it. Okay, so first we're going to add 3/4 cups of breadcrumbs. We're going to add a half a cup of ketchup. You're going to actually need 3/4 cups, so you'll need a separate 1/4 cup of ketchup because you're going to put that on later. Okay, so we add that. And then we're going to add an egg. Okay, and we're going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Did I do good? Okay, tablespoon of that. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add, actually we got some thyme, I forgot about that. We got a teaspoon of thyme that we're going to add in. Okay, actually I can keep all these nice together. And then we're going to add some pepper. This is kind of up to you how much pepper you want to add. That's about what I'm going to do right there. Okay, so we're going to add those onions and the garlic that we sauteed earlier. We're going to go ahead and put those in. Okay. And we're going to mix that all up. Now we're going to go ahead and add our hamburger, and you're just going to have to get your hands in there and mix it all up together. Okay, make sure your hands are clean. And we're saving that other little 1/4 cup of ketchup for when we, partway through, near the end, we're going to go ahead and put that across the top and just kind of paint it on the top. Okay, so I'll just mix this together. So you want to get your hands in there and mix it up good. You want to mix it for about 20 seconds. You don't want to over mix it because that'll make the meat dense and then it'll be hard instead of soft. Okay, so then I'm just going to transfer this to a foil lined pan. You might think, and I think when I was younger, it was cooked where it was put into a bread pan. You don't want to do that. And the reason why is because if you do, it'll sit in the oil. Right, and you want the oil to drain off any oil that comes out, any fat that comes out, you want it to kind of drain off. And so that's why you do that. Okay, and we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about an hour. And then you want to put in you can put in a thermometer and test it to see. It should be at about 160 degrees internal temperature. Because with hamburger, you always want to make sure it's cooked, right? A steak, you can get away with it being rare. Hamburger's got to be cooked all the way through. Okay. Or ground beef. Ground beef needs to be cooked all the way through. Sorry, I'm going to do that all the time. Just so you know, if I call something hamburger, it's ground beef. Okay. All right, so we're ready to go. We'll put that in the oven. Okay, so it's been in there for 50 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out, and then we're gonna smear a little bit of ketchup, that last little bit of ketchup on it, and put it back in for the last 10 minutes. Spread the remaining 1/4 cup of ketchup all over the top of the meatloaf, and then we'll put it back in the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna put it back in the oven. We're getting ready to pull out the meatloaf, and you just got to make sure the internal temperature is 160 degrees, so we're going to put a thermometer inside it. Looks good. Okay, so we just need to check the internal temperature and make sure it's 160 degrees. Perfect, it's actually a little bit above that, so we're good to go. We just need to let it cool off a little bit and then we'll slice it up and we're ready to eat it. All right, so there you go. I hope that was helpful for you. It's a fairly easy recipe. You really can't go wrong. Just got to make sure, again, with hamburger that you get it to 160 degrees internal temperature. With hamburger, it's especially important. With ground beef, it's especially important too. So with ground beef, you want to make sure that it's 160 degrees internal temperature when you make meatloaf, right? Just to be safe. I think what happens is people overcook it to make sure, and then it's not moist anymore. It's not very good. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for watching and God bless you.